Happy Sunday, everybody. Woo. So, January is officially gone. Officially gone. I feel like this um year is flying by. I'm like, okay, January's done. It is officially February. It's officially February. So, yeah, I feel like because this is February that the month might fly back like even faster, like fly by even faster, because it's already a short month. So I feel like it's gonna really fly by even faster. So gotta try to make the best of this month and make it do what it do. Hi, honey. Yeah, so a lot going on this month. A lot going on this month. So I'm gonna just try to brace myself and you know be prepared and make it do what it do. Make it do what it do. February is officially here. Officially here. So how is everybody doing today? For me, I am trying to get my mind right because it has been a super busy weekend, but a well enjoyable and much needed weekend so far. Um, hubby surprised me with this beautiful date night, and it was very, very enjoyable. So I am glad that I was able to get a little rest this morning because it was not a lot of rest going on this weekend. But yeah, so this is the Sunday before Super Bowl time. Oh my goodness. It's like I can't believe that our team is actually going to be in the Super Bowl this year. So everybody's like getting ready and gearing up for that. And, it's been a lot of excitement around it. And I am looking forward to maybe a day off, but we not sure. We're not sure because, you know, I know last year when we played up against this team, it was kind of like stripped from us. Hey, sister.
Okay.
Hey, yeah. So nothing, just having small talk. Yeah, so we're talking about, the Super Bowl starting next Sunday and how everybody's excited about it and all the hype and preparation for it. And, it's kind of like one of those rematch things and hoping that all is fair this time.
Was
All
it
is
not
fair. It
there before?
was not fair before. It was not fair before.
Oh.
So we are hoping that it is a fair game this
Mhm.
Super Bowl. We're gonna hope for that. Hope that it is a fair game. So, anywho, how are you on this Sunday
I am all
afternoon?
right. Yeah, I'm feeling much
Okay.
better than I had been feeling during the week.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
yeah. Yeah,
good.
Eagles.
Yeah, yeah. We have our diehard Eagles fan, aka
Yes.
Huggy. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, but that's good. That's good. Glad you are feeling better.
Yeah.
Glad you're
How
feeling
are
better.
you?
I am in recovery mode because it was a
Okay.
long night yesterday. It was a long day. And
Oh, yeah. How was that?
oh, it was amazing. It was amazing. It was
Yeah.
it was the, called the ultimate experience, and it was definitely the ultimate experience, I must say. And
Wow.
what was a treat for me was because it was something different that I didn't see when we saw the show in Vegas. So this was
Mhm.
something different. So okay, so it
Yeah.
made it like really different and exciting. Okay, so
Wow.
I was glad of that. So very enjoyable, very enjoyable. So got a lot of clips and video. Going to be doing my vlog and everything on it. But yeah, it was
Mhm.
very enjoyable. And what I
That's
didn't know,
awesome.
which was the fact, was that they actually come every year. I was like,
Wow.
stop playing. So yeah, they actually come every year. They actually come every year.
Okay.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, so that
So
means I can get a chance to see it.
you can get a chance to see it. You can get a chance to see it. It's called the Who's Bad, the Ultimate Experience. Yes, yes. So you'll get a chance to check them out because they've been touring every year all around the world, and yeah. So a lot of people that we got to talk to yesterday said they are repeat offenders. That they come all the time.
Mhm.
Hello, hello. Thank you for
Mhm.
coming in.
Hi.
Yeah. So yeah. So it is a must see. It is a must see. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. Yeah. So long night. Long night.
Awesome.
Long night. But it was well worth it. Well worth it.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
But
Yes. Yes.
yay. Yay. Welcome to this Sunday.
Yes. Yes. Welcome in. Welcome in. We see some new friends in the chat. How are you? How are you today?
Yes.
Today. How are you today on this Sunday? Yes, yes, yes. So I'm TB, and that's my sister Janae Goddess Life. We are from up north in Pennsylvania. Yes, yes, yes. And we were just talking about all the excitement for the Super Bowl because our
Mhm.
team is in the Super Bowl. So yes, 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 yes. So drop in the chat where you guys are from. I see a lot of new faces in here. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hey.
Yeah. So we get together on Sundays at 3 o'clock,
Mhm.
and we talk about all kinds of stuff. A lot
All
of different
kinds of stuff.
topics. A lot of different topics. Okay, well, welcome from India. Welcome. Glad to have you in this live. Glad to have you in this live. Yes. So we talk about a wide range of stuff. You never know what we're gonna talk about on any given Sunday, like literally. So with that being said, our topic for today is
Mhm.
based on our relationship series. Last week we talked about, yes, we were both for sisters. Yes, we are. We both for sisters. I'm the oldest and she's right underneath me. So yes. So last week we talked about the 90-day rule in relationships. So as a follow-up, we're going to talk about cheating versus infidelity. Is
Whoa.
there a difference?
I'm like all this sex, love, and relationship stuff.
Yes. Is there a difference between cheating and infidelity? So let's find out. Hello, hello. Thank you for coming in. Hi, how are you guys? Yes.
Mhm.
So
That's
they
what I was
said
about to say.
that,
Ain't it the same thing?
okay. So so it said infidelity and cheating are essentially the same thing.
Yes.
both, both referring to the act of being unfaithful to a partner in a romantic relationship by
Mhm.
engaging in emotional or sexual intimacy with someone else outside of that relationship
Mm.
without their consent. Okay.
Oh, so it seemed like the key words there was emotional or
Yes.
physical. It's like
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
emotional cheating is cheating.
Cheating is still cheating. Yes. 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 So if you're having some kind of emotional or sexual intimacy outside of your relationship without the consent of your partner, um, yeah, that's considered cheating. So a lot of people, they get that misconstrued, that okay, oh, well, I didn't touch him or I wasn't intimate with them. Even that emotional can
Mm-hmm. Like y'all
like
spent 4 hours on the phone the other
that,
night.
that's considered a form of intimacy and attachment, right? So they
Mhm.
said, and, infidelity might be considered slightly a more formal term. Like when you say infidelity, like they use that a lot in like marriages and stuff like that.
Mhm.
While cheating is more casual. Like, yeah, that was cheating on me, da da da. But when you say infidelity, like it gets more like, oh, okay, so you were in a marriage or something like
Yeah,
that.
it was something deeper.
Something deeper, something deeper. So they say both terms describe the act of breaking a commitment in a relationship by engaging with someone else romantically or sexually, right?
Mhm.
So infidelity might be used in more serious discussions like legal context, right?
Mhm.
So say you're married and you was like, yeah, infidelity, played a big part in why we're getting divorced or something like that, or why we're separated, right? It
Yeah,
says
it seemed like just formal versus informal.
formal versus for informal, exactly. So they said like what constitutes cheating can vary based on a couple's agreed upon boundaries. So in
Hmm.
relationship dynamics, so some couples might agree that certain things might not be considered cheating, and certain couples might.
Mm-hmm.
So it's based upon what y'all agree on. I'm like, that's deep to me. Hello, hello. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. Yes. So anyway, infidelity is still the action of a state of being unfaithful to your spouse or your sexual partner.
Right.
It's still being unfaithful. Okay.
Word.
So yeah, and then they say like adultery. Like people really
Mm-hmm.
get like arrested for adultery. Adultery
Mm.
is engaging in physical sexual activity and may be considered a criminal defense and grounds
What?
for divorce in certain places.
Oh.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, so adultery, is that like a different level or something?
That's a whole different level. Like a lot of countries, like if you commit adultery, like that's criminal. You can go to jail for that.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, right? They
Mm-hmm.
take it really serious, right? So they say what? So what is classed as an infidelity? So adultery,
Mm-hmm.
cheat, and infidelity is breaking a promise. It's actually
Mm.
breaking a promise to remain faithful to a romantic partner, and people don't be getting that. It's
Mm-hmm.
breaking a promise. It said whether that promise was part of your marriage vows or a privately agreement that y'all made between lovers, or even an unspoken assumption. Like y'all been exclusive and y'all already have that assumption that okay, I'm gonna be faithful or whatever and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Yeah.
right.
You know, that was one of the big things that I had thought about, like with the 90-day rule, because my whole thought going back to that was that, it's like, even though, the woman is choosing, what I mean, say, if she chooses that and not even tell the guy or whatever, what I mean. But it seemed
Hmm.
like, like a man, unless there's like some courting agreement or something, what I mean? Like, like he may still be seeing other women. What I
Yes.
mean? Like, that whole time, and like unless they've agreed or something to be, like exclusive and just see each other,
Right.
you know.
Right. Right. That's why it becoming that fine line. It's like, okay, well, do we like mutually agree that we're exclusive or not? You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
some people use that as that loophole, say, well, I didn't know we were like exclusive. Like what? Like, so
Mhm.
that gave you a pass to do what you did. Like it's like if you don't like have that conversation about it, or y'all both have their agreement, make sure everybody's
Mhm.
clear on the same page. That's when people try to use that to say, okay, to justify their actions when they
Mhm.
step outside, right? But they saying like, what is cheating? Like, it's still known as infidelity. Like when a person is in a monogamous romantic relationship and has an emotional or sexual relationship with someone else without their partner's consent, that's considered cheating.
Mhm.
And they said infidelity doesn't have to be a one size fits all either. Infidelity
Right.
can come in different forms, right? Hello, hello. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in.
Hey.
So, this was a question asked: is
Mhm.
flirting considered cheating?
Hmm.
Is
Is flirting
flirting
considered
considered cheating?
cheating?
Yes. What you think? What you think?
I don't know. That's a tough one. Is flirting considered cheating? Um, you know, it's like, I mean, I guess it depends on like how much flirting is happening. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like, you know what I mean? And there's different things that can be considered flirting. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I was like, so I remember like dating this guy years ago, and you know how like say like when we would go out or something like that and we'd be at a restaurant, he used to have so much conversation like with the waitress. You know what I mean?
Ooh,
Asking her name and you know what I mean? And I just used to be looking like, but I used to be reminding myself, was like, you know what? Was like, all right, he's really open, he's very communicative, you know what I'm saying? But it used to be like kind of, like messing with me the wrong way. You know what I mean? And I used to be thinking like, okay, I know she's taking this as flirtation.
right,
But
right.
you know what I mean? But I would be like, is he giving it as flirtation? You know what I'm saying? But he was just that type of guy. I mean,
With the,
we didn't make it clearly, but you know,
mm, mm,
but yeah, because it was kind of rubbing me, it was touching me in a sense
it was
that
touching,
that that was making me, giving me them little, senses that was making me feel uncomfortable. You
uncomfortable.
know what I'm
Okay,
sayand
okay.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and then I thought about like, okay, like he's doing this right here in my face, so I can imagine how he is when I'm not around. You know what I mean? He's just, but he's very well, I'm gonna say he was because I don't know him anymore. But
Okay.
he was just one of those. He was super friendly.
Super
You know what I
friendly.
mean?
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
but I'm also really friendly. You know what I'm
Good.
saying? And I also, like, what I mean, one of my male friends, um, that's one thing he used to say, you know what I mean? He used to be like, girl, like, you be hugging on everybody, you know what I mean, kind of thing. And I remember he said that to me one day, and I was like, because he said it in such a way,
Uh-huh.
like,
Uh-huh.
what I mean, that made me think about it, like, oh, snap, you know what I mean? I do be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? And, what I
Wow.
mean? Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Mm. But that
yeah.
that but that
Somebody
was
said,
that
how
was
friendly is
out.
friendly? Lord have mercy. No, like friendly, you know what I'm saying? But like just nice and kind stuff. But a lot of times people do take friendliness for something else.
Right, right, right. So
Mhm.
they said the question was, is flirting considered cheating?
Hmm.
So all this to say that flirting is only cheating if it infringes on the mutually agreed upon expectations that individuals have established, right? Explicitly or implicitly within a relationship. It's up to
Mhm.
you, your partner, or partners to decide what counts and to make sure you're both are aligned with it. So,
Mhm.
like, if you're crossing that boundary, if y'all have mutual boundary, and one
Mhm.
of y'all crosses it, that's considered cheating.
Word.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So I guess it's to be careful of how far your flirting is actually going to go, right?
How about
Yeah.
that? And like you said, it's boundaries. I love that word.
Boundary.
You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Because
Yes.
what I mean, it's like sometimes you can tell when flirtation is like,
Mm-hmm.
kicking in. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And it'd
Yes.
be like, all right, hold up. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Pause. you know, and
Yup.
you know what I mean? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Then I'm looking at you side eye, like, wait a minute, that's a little.
Word. It's crossing a line.
That's crossing a line. Yes, yes. Hi, yes,
Mhm.
we're from Pennsylvania. We're from Pennsylvania. Thank you so much for coming in. I see a lot of new friends in the building. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. We are from
Mhm.
Pennsylvania. Yes. So they say, who cheats most in a relationship? Who do you think?
Men.
Yes. They say men. They say men tend to cheat more often than women. Studies show men are more likely to engage in sexual infidelity multiple times.
Mhm.
Multiple times.
Wow.
They said women, on the other hand, are more prone to emotional affairs.
How about that?
Emotional affairs, right?
Yeah.
They say about 91.6% of women admitted to have an emotional affair compared to 78.6% of men. So
Mhm.
what about the emotion, like, that person that makes you feel good, or but try to say anything, women flirt more. I think
I
women
was
could be
going to
right for
say that. Yes,
I,
Charles. I was going to say that.
yes. Yes. I think, yeah, women could be flirtatious because they probably don't want to like cross that line or that boundary. They might say, oh my
Mhm.
God, like he's cute or he's like intriguing or something like that. But I think men
Uh-huh.
take it to another level. like
They be
flirt
crossing the boundaries.
leads to like crossing boundaries,
You
right?
know what I'm saying?
I
We be
mean,
like, no, no, no. We keep it at.
we keep it at, oh my
You
god,
know what I'm
keep
saying?
it cute, right? Keep it cute, right?
Keep it cute.
Yeah, yeah. So they said that's why they said women like get emotional affairs. Like they might not cross like that physical boundary or something like that, but they might like be intrigued or attracted to somebody or whatever without actually
Yeah.
engaging in the act or taking it any further, right? Right.
Word. Look, check it. Tyrone said he said cheating starts in the mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
I,
Emotional.
I
Emotional.
agree with that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much, Quan Brooks. I appreciate you for being
Hmm.
here. Yes. Yes. So it does start emotional, but we're gonna get down, break it down like there's different levels to it, right? So
Yeah.
um it says, so what is the progression of infidelity? So it says for one person, it may be micro cheating that turns into emotional infidelity, followed by physical infidelity. For
Hmm.
another, it may be digital infidelity that may turn into physical infidelity. So that
Hmm.
word digital to me, hi Stephanie, thank you for coming in.
Yeah.
Um,
Because we
you know,
live in digital days and times.
digital days and time. That social media stuff. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Yes. People flirting online, jumping in
Hmm.
people's DMs and stuff like that, sending them messages. They'll, that stuff end up like escalating a lot. And even if you don't really see that person, you might get that emotional attachment to them.
Hmm.
All that messaging back
Yeah.
and forth. A lot of people get caught up in that.
Hmm.
A lot of
Hmm.
people get into, hello, hello. Thank you for coming in.
Hey,
Yeah, I see a
people.
lot of new friends in the building. I appreciate you.
Yes.
Yeah. They said someone who habitually cheats may go through different stages with each partner outside of a
Hmm.
relationship. Habitually treat, right? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So another question was, does kissing count as cheating?
Hell yeah.
Because people get caught up in that. They get caught up in that.
Yes.
But
Like, oh no, we only kiss.
only,
What?
are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Man.
Right? Yeah, so that question was, does kissing um count as cheating? So they said, let's
Hmm.
talk about this. So they said that over 5,000 adults were surveyed, okay,
Yeah.
about relationships, okay? And they found
Hmm.
that 19% of men no longer consider passionately kissing someone else to be cheating.
That's crazy.
Crazy. It is crazy. You said so
You know
is
what
cheat
I'm saying?
kissing someone.
So you supposed to
You know,
lock lips with somebody. Y'all had this passionate kiss and stuff, and then be like, "No, I ain't cheat."
ain't she? Ain't she? Yes, but they
What
said
you
19.
call it?
I know 19% of men said they don't consider that cheating, and they said, but 45% of women agree from age 16 to 24 think that's simply like but being betrayed. Like that's considered flirting and betrayed. Absolutely, I
Definitely,
agree. I agree.
definitely.
Why are you kissing somebody? Like why is your lips on
Yeah,
it? Okay,
yeah,
if they
yeah.
ain't family, your daughter, your sister, your auntie. Why is your
Exactly.
you, you child,
You
child,
know what I'm
child?
saying? I don't know.
That
And
part,
like, I find it like if you spend too much time with a woman or something like that, I feel like you cheating on me.
that part, that part,
Like I
that
just
part.
feel like, and it's like if I feel like it's cheating, then it's cheating. I don't
It's
need your explanations. It'd be like, did I feel it here? Did it feel like cheating to me?
did it feel
Nah,
like
for
cheating?
real though. For real
That
though, but
part.
yeah, like kissing somebody, like that's intimacy. You being intimate with another person.
So kissing is
Yeah.
sensual, passionate, but maybe they talking about different. So like even pecks. You know what I mean? If you're kissing somebody that's not in your relationship and you kiss them on the lips, and even like that sensual kiss, like you might say, "Oh, let me kiss one cheek," or kiss them on the neck, or something like that. What? Why is your lips
Yeah.
touching?
Why are y'all touching?
Why y'all touching? Why touching?
Yeah.
But some men don't consider that cheating though. So
Hmm.
they said What is the most common type of infidelity? What is the
Mhm.
most common type of it?
Hmm.
Think.
Hmm. I think that, like you said, the most common type. I don't know what they say.
So they said the physical affair is considered a more traditional form of
Okay.
infidelity. The physical
Well,
part.
yeah, naturally.
Yeah. But it carries with it more complex emotions and consequences. Okay,
Mhm.
that part.
Where,
That part. Be like,
yeah.
what? What it's like what about it's just for me it's like the thought of it. It's like you really I'm not talking about kissing on the lips, a hug and a kiss on the cheeks, especially if both the man and women are together. Okay.
What you saying?
No,
A
he
hug.
said he's not talking about kissing on the lips. He said a hug and a kiss on the cheeks, especially if both the man and women are together. So,
Hmm.
so we basically saying like if you do it to somebody outside of the relationship. Explain that a little bit more, honey.
If it's like, I mean, I think if it's romantic feelings for that person, I can
Right.
understand, just like, what I'm saying, like a friend or something, and what I mean, y'all be like, hey, you hug, and there's like a little kiss, or, what I mean, or something on the cheek or something like that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Oh, no, not even that. Like, why are you kissing this person? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But I mean, but I can understand if this person, like you said, is like a family member or something. You know what I mean? Because I
Right,
do
right,
have, what I mean, I have a lot of male friends, and you know, but I still never kissed one of them. You know what I'm saying? Not
right,
even on the cheek or something, even with a hug or something, you
right,
know.
right,
Um,
right.
yeah.
Right. Yeah, just like I have male friends, like they in a relationship, like Charlie knows them or whatever, and I call them like my brother, one of them like my brother's son or whatever. Like we
Mhm.
give each other like that hug, like oh my god, I'm like so happy to see you or things like that. But it's like it's not them thoughts like I don't want to get with you. First of all, you're young enough to be my kids.
Mhm.
And, I look at you like a really like, like a child or like a brother or something like that, you know. But sometimes it's that fine line. It's that fine line to the
Mhm.
way you're, giving somebody that hug or kiss or whatever.
Word.
They said the
Word.
physical part is the most common.
Yeah.
Um, and they said like, does adultery include kissing? If you're getting accused of adultery, is kissing a part of that?
I don't know if kissing the hold up in court.
Yeah, like you
I
really
mean,
could get in trouble for that. Like, but they
you
said
can.
no. But they said no.
Oh,
Just,
okay.
just kissing is not adultery.
Oh, yeah.
It's not adultery. It's not adultery. Um, they said kissing can be entered as evidence, though, implying that other act.
Oh. Mhm.
Okay, so if they see you kissing,
Yeah.
then that could imply that something else could have happened or is about to happen because you're kissing.
Mhm.
Okay, right?
Yeah. That's
They
saying
said
things is going
they
somewhere.
say things are going somewhere.
You
Um,
know, because
yeah.
it's like, what comes next?
What
You
comes
know what I'm
next?
saying?
Exactly, exactly, exactly. But it's amazing though. Like you know how like one of my favorite shows was that show Cheaters. Like
Really. I
you're not
remember back in the day.
yes.
Yes.
So like you didn't catch them like being intimate with the person, but just seeing them out in public, kissing, locking lips, hugging,
Mhm.
physical touch, holding hands, like continue
Mhm. The
to an
hand
upward
on the knee.
on the knee, y'all out having
Mhm.
dinner in public or having lunch. Oh my God. Oh my
Yep.
God. Oh my God. It's like that's enough right there. That's enough right there. And so I can see while people say just seeing that physical touch or seeing you kiss that person is like, oh, okay, they
Mhm.
are cheating on me.
Word.
You ain't even had to see nothing else. So all you had to see was them locking lips or see them
Exactly. It's
hugging.
like, oh, okay. Oh, that's what you're doing. All
What
right.
you doing? Yup, yup, yup. Child, I was like, that's fighting words. That's what
All
she
right.
said. Let me see my man out there. sitting in some restaurant or somewhere, putting kissing on some women or holding her hand or got his arm over her. What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Spending
God.
his money on her. What?
That part. So you taking money
Mm-hmm.
out of our household to spend
You
on
know
this
what
trip?
I'm saying?
Child, it's
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah,
I
like
don't
I
even
feel like,
need
yeah, like she getting my time and attention.
that part. That part. That part.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God. Like, so I don't need to see nothing else because that's enough
Mm-hmm.
for me right there. That's enough for me
Yeah.
right there. Okay. Okay. But they said, like, how can you tell, like, if you're being cheated on?
Mm-hmm.
There's signs to this thing, and I can tell you, but we're gonna go through these signs. But
Mm-hmm.
I can always tell, like my spidey senses start going
That's what
off.
I
Like
said. If I feel it, I don't even
I
need you to
feel
tell me.
I don't even need you to tell me. Like I just start feeling it in my spirit, or I start. And
Mm-hmm.
I pay close attention because I done had too many instances where guys play that game and then they be out there like cheating and like trying to fake the funk like they ain't doing something wrong. Yep, that gut feeling. Like if you feel
Right.
it, you sense it, then yeah, something's wrong. Something's definitely wrong. But they
Mm-hmm.
say like changes in communication is a big one
Mm-hmm.
like if you're used to like talking to this person all the time or they will call you in the morning or you will hear from out through the day and stuff like that and all of a sudden you barely hearing from them and stuff like that. It's like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
why didn't I hear from you all day? Why didn't I hear from you all day?
Right.
It said that's one sign. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that you might be being cheated on. They said increase interest in their appearance.
Look,
Mm,
they starting to wear new perfume,
okay, or
new
new
fragrance,
cologne.
new cologne. I mean, yeah.
Uh-huh. Yep. Like for men, yep. Hubby said changes in intimacy. Yep, yep. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and like, so are you trying to turn around the guy like, oh, okay, let me make sure I'm always looking clean and stuff every time I step out the door or something, or that woman, she like, oh yeah, let me start wearing this extra tight and sexy stuff. It's like, okay, why are you wearing
Mm-hmm.
what you looking like? Okay. They said more time away from home. More time
Mm-hmm.
home. That's a big one. That's a big one because it's funny. We was just watching the movie Love and Basketball yesterday, right?
Okay.
And so the husband was a famous basketball player, but he was kind of more on a retire. He wasn't like playing anymore like he used to, but he was
Mm-hmm.
always like going out at night. Some I got these meetings and stuff like that, right? But his son was like in college, following his dad's footsteps to be this basketball star, right?
Mm-hmm.
And rumors started going around that his father, which was a famous basketball player at one point, was having an affair. Okay, with a
Mm-hmm.
woman, the woman came out and said that she had this baby with him and all this other stuff, right? So the son confronted the dad, needless to say, and said, is that true? So the father, like, well, why you ask me something like that? Well, I can't believe you asked me a question like that, right? But they always had their relationship that they were honest with each other. So the father
Mm-hmm.
literally set his face and lied and said, no, that never happened. So fast forward, the son comes home and mom, she's all upset, like she's drinking and stuff like that. The character, the girl, Debbie, she from like All My Children, she played the mom in the movie.
Okay.
So she's all upset and she's drinking. So it was Omar Epps' character that was playing the son. So he said, Mom, what's going on? Like, you ain't drink like this in like a long time. What's going on? And and he said, is there anything about that stuff that's going around about dad? Right. So she's like, yeah. She said, but I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. He's like, don't believe it. Don't believe it. It's a lie. I talked to dad. Dad said it's not true. That is a rumor. So the mom like, listen, I don't want to talk about it. Like she was so upset. And she's like, so you really gonna believe some chick over what dad said? Dad said it didn't happen, but you getting yourself a bit out of shape thinking that it's true, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mom pulls out this envelope like, boop. Like, all right, you want to keep dragging this on? I'm telling you, let's drop it, leave it alone. Let me
What
be in
was
my
in the
spirit.
envelope?
Sorrow and my misery, pulled out the envelope, gave it to the son, pictures of the dad with the woman, kissing her, all hugged up on her, all this stuff like that. And you know what her words was? She
What?
said, I needed, she said, I hired a private investigator. She said, as if him doing these late meetings every night, you know, these late nights on the phone wasn't enough. I had
Mhm.
to get proof of it. So,
Right.
needless that to say, like she already had a feeling about it. She had a gut feeling that her husband wasn't
Mhm.
being faithful, that he was cheating on her, whatever, just by the way he was moving. But she had to get,
Yeah.
like, I guess the
Proof.
physical, the concrete evidence and the proof
Yeah, because he
to
was lying
make
too.
it real, to make it real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like, you know how your spidey systems go off. It's like, okay, I know they doing something they ain't got no business. I know they doing something they ain't got no business.
Mhm.
Right. And that's how it is for me. Hello, thank you for coming in.
Yeah.
Um, you gotta get that proof. Like me, I'm like, I gotta get that black and white. Cause I could feel it all day. My gut could be telling me, like I could be noticing how you moving and stuff like that. But it's like until I get that concrete proof so I could be like, oh yeah. All right, now what?
Mhm.
Now what? If I kept caught you with my own eyes or something like that, or I got something black and white, it's like, okay, now what? I got you. So you can't
Mhm.
lie your way out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Go smoke in my behind saying that this ain't happening, or
I can feel
say
that.
you can't say this is rumors and all that other stuff. You know,
Mhm.
like I can think of a time like I caught my ex like that. I caught
Mhm.
my ex like that. Like I was seeing things happening, and I would question. I would question. I would say, "Well, what was that about?" Like y'all, you seem like a little too friendly with this young lady and stuff, right? So
Mhm.
it was like, "Oh no, no, no," all the excuses and things like that. So I thought it was kind of odd because they came home one day and was like, "Guess what?" I'm like, "What? What?" Right? Now, mind you, I had already been noticing like little, like subtle things, right? So they
Right.
come home, like, guess what? So and so is pregnant by some Hispanic guy, and I was like, what? Like, what? Really?
You try to
I
be
ain't know
slick
she was.
about it.
I tried to be slicker right about it, right? So I'm like, what? I didn't know she was seeing somebody. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like that, because she was a young girl, like 19 years old. And
Wow.
I'm like,
Mhm.
wow, I thought she was seeing somebody. That's crazy. He like, yeah, yeah. Some pregnant by some Hispanic dude or something. But dude don't want no parts of it or whatever. So yeah, by she being cool Pete, we just gonna help her out a little bit, help her
That's
get little things. Help her,
crazy.
help her get little things for the baby and stuff like that, right? Girl, you can't make this stuff up. You cannot make this stuff up. So
So we just
I'm
gonna
like,
help her out
let's go
because,
help her out, right? Let's go help her out, right? So I'm like, why are you helping her out? Like me,
don't
I
she
like
got family?
we got our own family, we got our own kids. So why are you trying to worry about her? That's her situation, right? So like all these red flags was happening, all these different things. Didn't realize that they were digging themselves deeper and deeper in the hole. I'm like, why are you so worried about this young girl? Okay.
Mhm.
And how did you find out that she pregnant by some Hispanic guy? Have you ever seen this guy? Like all these questions, right? They call themselves trying to cover their tracks, okay? Probably should try to cover their tracks. Child,
That's wild.
fit my team,
Yeah.
yeah. But it was those signs, and I remember times when I would call up to the job and be like, where is he? Oh, he on break and stuff like that. Was never where he was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Mhm.
Yeah, I remember when she was getting fired from the job, and it was like, oh my God, let me go check on her. I know she must be upset and devastated. She my friend. I'm gonna go check on her. I'm like, why are you going to go check on her? You know, um,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah, it was just too much involvement with
it
this
was
other
too
person.
much with this other person. It was too much with this other
Mhm.
person, and yes,
It
hello,
made
hello.
it obvious.
It was obvious, and fast forward. uh had seen the child and was like, "Oh yeah, that's my husband's child."
Wow.
Yup. But yeah,
Mhm.
but they said the attitude changes. The attitude changes. Yep. Like you said, the
Yeah.
attitude. That's what I'm talking about. That goes to what I'm saying. Like they start changing. They start like caring more about somebody else that's not in a relationship. Things like that. Like I can remember seeing like being in a relationship and the phone going off. And I'm like, every time you turn around, like they turning the phone down or, doing little sneaky stuff. I'm like, mm-hmm. So I just start seeing like this same number popping up. Like, why is the same number popping up on the phone?
Mhm.
You know, like, okay, then I'm like, now I'm gonna be Inspector Gadget and figure out who this number is that keep popping up on the phone. And every time it pops
Mhm.
up, putting the phone down, stuff like that.
Someone
Yep.
say, like, for me, like, if and when stuff start getting to that point where I'm, like, feeling like I need to be going through your phone and stuff like that, I'm already done. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just already, like, getting, you know what I mean? Because the fact that you even making me feel like I got to be doing this, I'm ready to be going through your stuff, I don't even want you anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I feel like, for me, I really don't be needing the proof. You know what I mean? It'd be the gut feeling for me and stuff. Now, I guess, I mean, and I know the different situations do be different, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and stuff. And, you know what I mean? Like, I guess, you know what I mean? If I feel like, yeah, I just started to let it go. I just started to let it be like, oh, okay, all right, they getting distant, they acting different. Okay, well, that's what we're doing. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Next thing you
Mm-hmm.
know, I'm getting different. I'm acting different. You know what I mean? My attitude is changing too. Like,
Right.
okay, your attitude is changing. All right, well, okay, that's what we doing. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm,
Oh, you going out to dinner with your friend? Oh, okay, I got me a friend. You know what I'm saying? I guess I'm going out to dinner. You know what I mean? I'm a real, like, what's good for the goose is good for the gander type of woman. It'd be like, look, I'm doing everything you doing, and I don't mean like I'm gonna just go do stuff just because you doing stuff or whatever. But I don't know, like I'll, it's like I'm gonna give you that same feeling that you give me. I don't know. It's
mhm.
like instead of like I'm not gonna be chasing behind you, I'm not going, be all like just sitting around feeling sick and stuff. I'd rather just let you go. You
Mhm.
know.
Yeah,
But
that's
I
what
know it'd
happened
be
with.
different when it's different dynamics and stuff like that of a relationships and stuff. Depending on how long you've been with somebody, if y'all married and all those different things and stuff, you know.
It's
But
it's
but
definitely a
yeah.
game changer. It's definitely a game changer. Like just like not being married to someone and being in a relationship. And I think that was like the end of like my relationship before I got like remarried. It was like, okay, I saw this number popping up on the phone. Like they were never talking on the phone, but I was like, okay, why do I keep seeing the same number or something like that?
Right.
Like, all right. So when I saw the opportunity, I just like, all right, let me call this number and see who number this actually is, and got ahead of
Mhm.
the conversation. And it was like, okay, confronted them when they got home about it, and
Mhm.
that was the end of our relationship. But
Word.
it was just like,
Mhm.
okay, but I saw little things, little subtle things, like
Yeah,
the
and I can understand that. Yeah.
communication was changing and stuff like that. Like instead of you talking to me, on your way to work or in the morning, that was not shouting. You might give me this little shoddy text. Okay, hi, have a good day. Like what? You used to call me in the morning. It's like little things like that.
Mhm.
So I was like, all right. So when I finally got the chance, I was like, I just called the number and said, all right, who is this? Like explain,
Right.
and it did, and the girl was more than willing to break it down for me, more than willing to break it down.
Mhm.
Tell me
Mhm.
everything that was happening. I'm like, okay, bam, they get home, it's on the pop. It's on the popping, okay?
Mhm.
On the popping.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
good.
I
That was
have
good
called I
stuff.
have called the number before. Well, you know what? Actually, all right, so like years ago, like a girl called me, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And, yeah, she called me and was like, yeah, I mean, I was, looking through his, back when people still used to get phone bills. She was like, I was looking through his phone
Right.
bill and saw, what I mean, like that he was only calling me at work and stuff, you know
Really?
what I mean? So yeah, he told me he didn't, we was really young. And so it was
Okay.
like, I'm saying, in the military and stuff. So it was like
Okay.
he didn't have a phone outside of work, but he was really
Oh,
like living with another girl. You know what I mean? So he would be calling
wow.
me during the day, used to send me gifts and stuff, you know what I mean, with letters. Oh, promise to be my girl forever. Talk about me moving to where he was, all kind of stuff. Was living with this girl. She called me up on a phone because he didn't hear from him for like a whole week. He had came to see me. He had came to see me, and we was like, traveling around and stuff, and but then she had finally, after he had left, she had finally called, she had called me and was like, yeah, I saw all these numbers and stuff, you know what I mean, and he ain't called me all week, da da da, and figured something was going on, and I was blown away
See,
because I was clueless about the
see,
whole
see,
thing.
see.
I was like, well, people is slick with they shit. And I was
Slick.
also really brokenhearted too, you know what I'm saying? Because he was on his way to go back to her and I guess try to feed her whatever lie, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh, uh-huh. That
Yeah.
that part, that part. That was me when I had that conversation with that young lady. She was like so like she was upset. Like she shared everything. She was like, yeah, like, we worked together and he been buying me lunch, buying me gifts and all the stuff they're talking about. He wasn't in a relationship and all this feed her, all this BS. And like so
Mhm.
she was like really falling for it. And she was like, she said, but another lady that worked with us kept saying don't feed into it because I know his girl. I know his girl.
Mhm.
Yeah, me and his girl are really cool. She's a really nice woman. Like, don't feed into it. He's feeding you lies. He's feeding you lies. I know his woman. He lives with his woman, right?
Right.
He kept telling the young lady this at the job. But they all worked at the same job. And
Mhm.
but he kept telling something it's like, oh well, we might. It's not like that. Like, just making all these excuses, to try to debunk what she was being fed, right?
Right.
So when I had the conversation with her, it was like, yeah, yeah, she did together, da da da. And she was like, oh my God. She said he been lying to me and telling me that, he had no, what did he say? He had a roommate or something. It's not like what he was being told, and buying
Mhm.
me all this stuff. She's like, he actually tried to set up a date for Valentine's Day for me, and we were going
Mhm.
like no the day before Valentine's, like trying to take a day off for work and all. I was like, really? Like,
Wow.
oh my God. I was like, girl, when I say it was on and popping when he got home, it was on and popping.
Mhm.
I set up a date with her, and she was like, but I kept saying no because in the back of my mind, I kept thinking about what the other lady told me that he got a girl. Like, don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. But
Mhm.
she was really like, really having feelings for him. He was
Yeah.
much stuff that she was really having feelings. And she was like, but I told him I didn't want to like plan no dates or something like that. But I was like, so I had all this information when I confronted him. I said, so you were trying to plan a date with her? I said,
Mhm.
so if she had went along with your plan, you would have left out of here like you was going to work, really knowing you was going to go spend a day with this chick. Like all these
Mhm.
things, girl. When I say I'm about to get locked up tonight. I'm about to get locked. Yeah, but
Mhm.
I called her on the phone because he kept trying to debunk, like, no, 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 like go try and lie. So I called her because I said, well, when he gets in, I am going to confront him with this information. And
Mhm.
if there's any problem, I will call you back and we can both confront him with it together. And she's like, okay. So of course she
Mhm.
tried to lie after I bust beside the head a few times. And I was like, nope, you lying. I'm about to go to jail. So let me get her on the phone and have her say
Mhm.
it. So she's talking, and he was like, I know you talking about, no, 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 I never told you that. And she was like, so am I lying? Am I lying? I'm lying?
Mhm.
She's getting upset. Like, are you trying to call me a
Yeah.
liar?
Mhm.
Like, all that stuff you
Yeah. Mhm.
now you sitting here trying to lie in front of your girl saying that you
Of
ain't do
course they do.
girl, it was crazy. It
Yeah.
was crazy. It
Yeah.
was
See, but I'm
crazy.
gonna tell you, like the big part for me was, you know what I mean, like when you said I'm getting ready to go to jail. Because we get ourselves really worked up, you know what I'm saying? You ready to stab somebody. They ain't worth it. They ain't
Child,
worth it. That's why I be like,
child,
just let it go. Cause you gotta, you know
uh,
what I mean? Like we have to put ourselves first, you know what I'm
girl,
saying? And learning
girl,
when to let go. You know what I'm saying? So that we don't end up in prison. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a yeah.
girl.
You know what I'm
I was
saying?
like, and
Because it be tough.
I never had to go there with him. But when I say I lay hands, Jesus forgive me. I lay
I,
hands.
I know you did.
I'm laying hands, okay?
So you gonna lie to
I was
me?
like, I'm really about to go to jail. Like, cause I was laying hands, okay?
Oh my gosh.
Laying hands. Yes, yes. I was like, Lord have mercy. I said, I
Yeah,
gotta know how to control that part. Well, like you said, your emotions get in. It's like I'm ready to tear something up.
the
I'm ready
emotions
to
be
tear something
involved. Yeah, you can't help it. It's like you can't help
up.
it. You know what I'm saying? You feel all betrayed
I
and
was
you
so
know.
betrayed. Oh my God, I was so mad. I was so mad. But yeah, but
Yeah.
that was the beginning of our end, okay? Yeah.
Word up.
Yep. But they said like the lying, when they start lying, yep. They cooked
Yeah.
all the lies, avoiding you. They said avoidance is a big one. They start avoiding,
Mhm.
okay?
Mhm.
I don't want to be around you and stuff like that, making up excuses.
Mhm.
Yeah. And they making excuses of cheating and they being very different. Like, you trying to talk to them and they like, no, 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 you just all in your head and all this other stuff, making all these different things up, making you think that you're losing it, that
Mhm.
you're not seeing or feeling what you're feeling and stuff.
Right,
Instead
you
of
the crazy one. Start gaslighting you.
like, I don't know, here you go overreacting. Look at
Mhm.
it all in your head, like trying to make you think that you're going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Because
Right.
you notice this stuff. Child, it's
You know
crazy,
what
girl.
I'm
You
saying?
got some crazy stories about this stuff,
That's
it's
so wild.
crazy. It's crazy.
Mhm.
But they said, yep, but they said the difference between like adultery and infidelity is like refers to like the extramarital sexual stuff in a marriage.
Mhm.
Infidelity is like romantic or sexual. Like, you know what I mean? So
Mhm.
you don't even have to really be intimate to be like having being infidelity. Having
Yeah,
infidelity.
you know what? I just thought about my dad and that song. It wasn't me.
It wasn't me that
Yeah. My dad, he
wasn't me.
used to always say that. He used to be like, some woman come confront me with some stuff. He's like, he would like, I'm gonna lie my way out of it. You know
Like
what I
a
mean?
liar.
And so that's why I'll be like, you gotta, you know what I mean? I don't know, because they will just lie and try to keep you around and try to keep using you
Yeah.
and cheating and everything. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's like you can't listen to they lie. You gotta just trust your gut, you know. And which be hard, like you said, if you ain't got no proof,
Ain't
you
got no proof.
know.
I get that proof, get that proof, get that proof. The people will lie and try to
Mhm.
manipulate you, make you think you the crazy one. It's all in your head,
Right.
in your mind that you
Mhm.
no, no, there you go overreacting. Like there you go assuming stuff. You know,
Mhm.
you know something, you okay, you okay? Cause I ain't doing
Yeah.
nothing wrong.
I'll be like,
You
look, if
doing
it ain't feeling good for me, then it ain't good for me.
feeling good, okay?
If it ain't feeling good, then it ain't good.
Good. It ain't good. And they said, can
Mm-mm.
you stay with somebody who cheated on you?
Did you stay with somebody who cheated on you? I don't know. It's like once I feel betrayed, you know, I don't know. Like
Mhm.
I'm not going to treat them properly.
Yeah.
You
Treat
know what
them
I'm saying?
accordingly.
I'm not going to treat them right anymore.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Every time I look at them, it's gonna be like, you know what I mean, with this, like, you know what I mean, remembering what they did.
That
You
part.
know,
That part. That
so
part.
yeah.
That part. That part. Yeah. I've never personally stayed with anybody who's cheated on me.
Me
Um,
neither.
but they said like even kissing could be considered as cheating. And for
Mhm.
me, just the thought that you were kissing them, it's like
Right. It's like,
I can't get over that part. Okay.
mhm.
I ain't need to see nothing else.
You know
You
what
was
I'm saying?
you know what I mean? So yeah. That's
Yeah.
that'd be enough.
It's
That'd be
tough.
so no, I have not. They say, but they say cheating doesn't have to be the mean the end of a relationship,
Mhm.
especially if it was like a one-time thing and the partner is genuinely regretful or remorseful.
Oh no.
mm, take a breath.
Right.
That, I guess that's
Like,
when the tricky
I'm
part comes
sorry I
in.
put my thing in that other woman.
I know, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do it. Oh, you slipped
I
and
don't
fell
need to
and it
keep
went
that
right in.
behind your
Wow.
back.
Yeah. I'm so sorry, child.
What?
But
Mm-mm. I don't want to lose you. You don't want to lose me.
someone
You could have never did that shit you did.
if the cheater is not willing to be doubted at times and tries to blame you for being jealous, then they're done. No use in putting any more time. That part, exactly. I agree.
Right.
I agree. I agree. Yeah,
Yes.
yes, child. But it's like it's people that actually forgive it. Like
Mm-hmm.
be happy one time and it's willing they willing to work through it and stuff. I'm like, I'm not that person though. I'm not that person. But
Right.
people actually
So,
do it.
so Tamika, you know how you were saying, like, remember, like, in some of the other episodes when you was talking about reasons that people stay in relationships and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it'd be like reasons that people would stay in a relationship like that. I mean, say like they worried about what they might lose if they get out the relationship, so they
Yeah.
might go ahead and tolerate certain
Mm-hmm.
behaviors and
Yeah.
things, what I'm
Yeah.
saying, because they might be worried about what they might lose,
Yeah.
or,
Yeah. Yeah.
but I don't know. I would think that they still planning, what I'm saying? It's like I don't know, like I don't forget stuff like that. You know what I
Okay. Okay.
mean?
Okay. Because
Yeah.
people can really play that game like, oh, I'm so sorry, it ain't gonna happen again and stuff like that. But for me, it's like I'm gonna always be replaying that in my mind. So to set my heart free, my
Right.
soul, my mental is like I can't. If I know I
Yeah. It's
can't
like
let
the
it
trust is
go,
gone.
the trust is gone. Like I can't stay with you. So for me, I need to set myself free because I'm never going to be free from it. Okay.
Hmm.
So how am I going to say I forgive you and I'm going to always be reliving it? So
Right.
that's why I'll
Right.
never put myself in that situation to forgive somebody for cheating because I know I won't be able to move past it, no matter how hard I
Exactly.
try.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And we out here trying to live good vibrational lives.
that part, that
You
part.
know what I'm saying?
Hey, and they actually say, does infidelity ever stop hurting?
I don't like, that's, I don't think it does.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like, once like somebody has betrayed you, like somebody that you really trust and love and care for and stuff, and then you find out that they betrayed you, they lied to you, they snuck around behind your back and all that stuff, and everything. What? No. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not my friend. You are
Yeah,
not my friend. You know what I mean? Like, I'm good.
that'd be me. Like I feel so betrayed. I was like, how could you? How could you do that to me? Like I take it
Hmm.
really, really personal. Like it's
Right.
like I thought we were better than that. Okay, I thought we were better than
Exactly.
that. That'd be my whole thought. It's like you really went out your way to do that to me. Like you never really cared about me, never really loved me like you said you did, because
Hmm.
you went and did that. Like,
Right. Like, you
yeah,
went through all that effort and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Be like, rock out and keep it moving. Mhm.
yeah, exactly,
Mhm.
exactly.
Like, you have lost access to me.
Part
You know what I'm
that
saying? You
part.
have lost access.
Yeah, lost access. Yep, they said that it can have a lasting effect on your mental health, but it's possible to heal from it. It is possible.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yes, for
Yes,
sure.
yes, yes. To heal and move on. That don't mean I'm keeping you, but I'm going to heal from it.
They said no, it never goes away completely. That's true. Even
Yeah.
if the couple stays together and gets over it, the hurt that the person would do in the first place is always going to make you feel or taken advantage of. Yeah, yeah. If I said like
Right.
it's really up to the couple. Like, is this something you can move past? Can you stay in it? But if you're not going to truly forget about it or forgive that person, every time you do something that hurt, going to keep resurfacing itself.
Yeah.
That's for me, like leaving a relationship, I would think like, "God, I can't believe they did that to me, I'm not even
Right.
with you, so it's like every time I see you, I'm gonna always think about that way that you hurt me, that way I
Right.
couldn't trust you stuff like that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And you know how sometimes you see on the movies and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And like the husband is coming at the wife, like, when are you going to forgive me? What?
What?
Never.
Never,
Never.
never. And they say another question was, is texting someone cheating?
Texting.
Think someone cheating.
I don't
Mm.
know. I mean,
Well,
I think maintaining a relationship that is not okay with your partner, you know what I'm saying, then I feel like it's inappropriate.
mm. So
I
this
don't know
is
if
what
it's
the experts say.
cheating. What
This is
they
what they
say.
say. They say texting may be considered cheating if
If.
the messages are flirtatious
Oh yes.
or sexual in nature,
Yes.
or if they signal emotional involvement between two people.
Oh
Boom, boom,
yeah.
boom,
Yeah.
boom,
Yeah.
boom,
Like
boom.
maybe they planning to meet up or
Emotional,
something.
emotional.
Mhm.
Yes, yes. So you
Yeah.
feel this person and you're constantly texting them, like you got to text this person every day, tell them about what's going on with you throughout your day, checking in to see
Mhm.
how they're doing. That's emotional
Yeah.
connection. Yep.
Yeah. You making things personal.
Personal, making it personal. Yes, that's considered cheating. They said,
Mhm.
especially if the texts include intimate or suggestive photos, they might signal that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Definitely, definitely. But
Mhm.
yeah, and people don't understand that. Like, okay, you texting somebody, okay, and it's like, hey, how you doing? Or every day you texting the same person, or how you feeling today? Oh, I really need to
Mhm.
talk to you. Can you call? Like, what do y'all got so much to talk
Mhm. Mhm.
about every day?
Right. Right. Why you care about what they doing?
Why you care about what they doing? Exactly.
Mhm.
Why you care about what they doing? Why they so worried about you that they texting
Mhm.
and check on you every day? Okay,
Right.
knowing that you in a relationship with somebody, but they y'all still
Mhm.
checking in with each other. And it's this, oh,
Yeah.
text me, oh, call me, when you get a chance, or I'll call you later, or call you in the morning. Mm-mm,
Yeah,
mm-mm.
like for what?
For
You know
what?
what
But you
I'm saying?
about
Yeah.
it, you can't talk about in front of your significant other. You say
Mhm.
that could be that emotional. Like people don't think that that's a form of cheating. Like you're giving that person that time and you're emotional about it because you feel like you have to contact this person every single day.
Right. You thinking about them. What
Thinking
the hell
about
you
them.
thinking
Oh
about
man,
them for?
I'm thinking about them. Oh, it's at night. Let me text them and say, how you doing? Can you call me later? Or
Texting them
how
good
you
night.
good night. Call me in the morning or something. Or you at work and
Mhm.
it's like, oh, can you call me? Something just happened at work. I need to talk to you. What? Child.
Right. I know you got other friends. Why you all up on my man?
Why? Exactly. Is why.
Or why my
Exactly.
man paying attention to you?
Exactly.
Mm-mm-mm.
Exactly. Why y'all need to be talking this much, texting this much? Why? It said, and if you catch these texts before something happens physically between the cheater and the other party, how can you truly be sure they weren't planning to act on it? Exactly. That part.
Right.
Exactly. Because it's like all this
Mhm.
communication, you don't know, was this leading up to something? Were y'all planning?
Mhm.
If I didn't catch you, how far was it going to go?
Right.
How far was it going to go if I didn't catch you?
Mhm.
Okay?
Yeah.
It's that $1 million question. You know,
Mhm.
y'all might not have been physical with each other, but all that
It,
emotional
it was
texting,
brewing.
it was brewing. It was brewing.
Mhm.
That's the part people don't understand. This people don't understand. Like it can brew and it can actually start escalating. And it's like, okay, when can I see you? Like now I need to see you and stuff. No, 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 no. Mm-mm.
Mhm.
Yes, 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 yes.
Get on some. Let's talk in person.
Talk in person. Ooh, let's get together for lunch or,
Uh-huh. Hey, I know
yeah.
this great smoothie place.
I know, right? Okay, that stuff actually builds up and escalates. Yes, no, no, no,
Yeah.
no, no, no. People don't understand that.
Mhm.
Like, I was just texting. I ain't do nothing. I ain't touch him. I ain't never been
Mhm.
okay, but you had some kind of emotional attachment to this person
Mhm.
that
Right.
could have evolved into something. All right,
Mhm.
yes.
Yes.
And you be careful with that. Be careful. And
Yes.
And they said, like, what is emotional infidelity like in marriages? They say
Mhm.
emotional infidelity describes a situation in which an individual in a relationship develops an important emotional connection with someone other than their partner. That's what we were just talking about.
Mm.
They're
Mhm.
emotional. But that's emotional,
Yeah.
emotional. And he said, when
Mhm.
you're checked out at home, your partner will look at you checking somewhere else. It's never one sided. Yep, that part. It is. Yep.
Mhm.
If you're checking out and you're worried about something going on outside the house and the person that's inside home, be like, okay, well, I see that they're not interested, that they're avoiding me and stuff like that. And
Mhm.
it definitely like turns into something. Because the
Right.
person that's on the receiving end is like, why they always on their phone? Why they always making excuses to leave the house? And why I'm not hearing from them and stuff like that. It makes
Mhm.
you start to think and wonder. I know for me it do. I know for me it do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the sad. And I don't need to be thinking and wondering. I start
Yeah,
feeling uncomfortable.
that part. Yep. But they said that emotional infidelity is real. It's
Yeah.
definitely real. And they said like it's crossing a line without
Mhm.
physical.
Mm. Say that again.
That emotional connection is crossing a line
Mm-hmm.
without being physical. Without
Yeah,
it is crossing a line,
exactly.
and
It
people do not
is.
understand that. People do not
Right.
understand that you are still
Right.
crossing a line.
Mm-hmm.
Still crossing a line. You're giving
Yeah.
this person all your time, your energy, your intellect, or you could
Mm-hmm.
develop feelings for them, you know, via
Right.
whether you're texting them or you're just talking to them all the time. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
still crossing a line. It's still crossing a
Yeah.
line. Okay,
Yeah. It's like you building friendship and stuff. You building
that's
this relationship with them that you could be using that energy to put into your partner.
right, right. Yes, like you're taking energy out of your relationship to give to someone else. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
people don't understand that. People do not understand that. Like that
Yeah.
emotional stuff is real, and it can really like ruin a relationship. It really ruin a relationship. And although people have that, oh, I'm not cheating. Oh, yeah, that some kind of emotional connection is a form of cheating because I mean you're
Mm-hmm.
checking out of your relationship to have this emotional attachment to somebody else.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. A lot of people have a
Mhm.
lot of people say, but everything else is fine. They say start going through their phone and all their relationship is over. Emotional is crossing the line. You have no business
Mhm.
telling someone else those things you need to be telling your partner. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yes,
Exactly.
exactly.
And sometimes like people like they start talking about their partner to this other person.
That part. That part.
You know what I'm
It's like,
saying?
what are
It
you
be
saying
like,
about
what?
me? Right?
You know
It's
what I'm
like if people
saying?
feel comfortable to talk to this person. Like, what do you say?
Mhm.
Right? Because they feel pretty comfortable to talk to you, all right, every day,
Mhm.
knowing that you're in a relationship, okay, that you're married or you're engaged, whatever. They feel real comfortable reaching out to you every day,
Mhm.
every day, talk to you every day. So, what do you say? What
Right.
are you sending them to make them feel that comfortable?
Right.
Woo!
Yeah.
Child, 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 child. But they say, like,
Mhm.
how does the girl act like if she cheat?
How the girl act if she cheating? I
Right.
don't know. I think women they be cheating pretty good too. Women nice
Yeah,
and sneaky, just
yeah,
like men.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like us talking about cheating, everything, it's just both sides. Like women be doing it too, but
Mhm.
they be saying like you know that the women usually try to spend more time out, or they might drop out of contact for long periods of time or something,
Mhm.
or they might spend time dressing up every time, dressing
Mhm.
differently. Like, oh, before I go out, I gotta get cute. I gotta make sure everything tight and all this other stuff.
Mhm.
Like they doing all this extra stuff before you walk out. Like what? What
Uh-huh.
you want to do, right? If I'm getting
Yep.
that, I'm doing that with my man, getting all exercise,
Mhm.
dressed up, or like I'm gonna be with like family and my husband know where I'm about to go and who I'm going with. But if you just leaving
Mhm.
the house, you making sure you all cute and sexy without your man or whatever,
Uh-huh.
and you ain't going to a family affair. And
Uh-huh.
your man can just be like, show up and know that you're there. What?
Mhm.
Uh, girl, be careful with
Mhm.
that. Be careful with that one. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't
Um,
really know. I'm not a cheater. I'm not the cheating type. So you have to ask
exactly.
some cheating women.
Yeah, you gotta ask them cheat women. Exactly. And so what's a yes or lying saying their partner treat them bad or they cause to pay all the bills because women are lazy and don't want to lose the kids knowing the whole time they ain't a good parent.
Oh, so it seemed like he's saying like, all right, so this is like a woman that's like this with a man, because he's taking care of her, but she's
Yeah,
seeing other men, and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So she just in a convenience relationship.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, they out there.
They
They
are they
definitely
definitely
out
there.
there.
They out there. Yep,
I
yep.
remember this guy. He told me that one time. He was like, how he was like working and take care of this lady and stuff. And I'm saying, yeah, he was like, what I mean, she was home all day and stuff. She ain't had no job. He's like, he found out she was sleeping with the neighborhood.
Stop playing.
I'm
Stop
telling
playing.
you,
Stop playing.
yeah,
Child, child. And,
yeah.
and and they said like, what is innocent flirting? What is innocent flirting? Is it it's like a such thing as innocent flirting?
There's no such thing as innocent flirting, but
Flirting
it's still flirting. It's definitely still flirting.
is innocent flirting. So they said innocent flirting is a lighthearted and playful form of social interaction that
Mhm.
involves casual, friendly banter, compliment,
Mhm.
or teasing without any serious intent or expectation to pursue a
Mhm.
romantic or sexual relationship. That's called innocent
Yes. Yes. That's like when somebody be like, "Oh, you got a man or something." I'll be like, "Yeah," and they be like, "Oh, he a lucky man." But maybe it's somebody that I see at the store all the time or something, and you know what I mean? Or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's innocent. You know what I mean? But I know that he's
flirt.
flirting, and but well, it's
Mhm.
nothing that's going anywhere.
Right, right. Yeah, that's innocent flirting. That's what they call it. Just a
Mhm.
friendly banter or giving somebody a compliment. I can see that. I can see that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, but what is that myth that they say? Once a cheater, always a cheater. Is that really true?
Hmm.
Once a cheater,
Um.
always a cheater.
I don't know. I mean, it's like probably. So, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's like that's how I'm gonna see it. That's how I'm
Yeah.
gonna see it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and they might, not that that person that's cheating wouldn't be able to eventually be with somebody that they wouldn't cheat on.
Right.
Because people
Right.
do grow and stuff,
Uh-huh.
you know what I'm saying? And sometimes it might just be like, that situation that they was in. Maybe they wasn't really feeling that person. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And
Yeah.
like you say, and it could have been, a relationship of convenience or, what I mean? Remember like cuz we did that relationship episode where you talk about all them different types of relationships and
Yes.
stuff, you know what I'm saying? And so, maybe that just wasn't the right relationship for them. But
Right.
say
Right.
somebody that, yeah, I mean, I think people grow, people change, you know what I'm saying? They get in something that's aligned with, who they really are, you know what I mean, outside of being a cheater or
Right.
something.
Right.
And
Right.
just because somebody cheated, don't mean they are a cheater. You know what I'm
Right. That's what
saying?
I'm saying. Yeah, for me,
Yeah.
that's a great area because that's always my question. Like, if I'm getting involved with someone and I find out like they cheated on their ex or whatever or something, I'm always asking a question. Like, I'm trying to dig down deeper to figure out what
Mm-hmm.
was the state of their relationship. Where were they at it? Like, where was their their thought process when they did it, or
Mm-hmm.
was it
How old
happening?
are
You know,
they?
right? Yeah, like I asked a lot of questions to figure out what was the context behind it. Figure
Yeah.
out what was happening to make you cheat. Because they say
Mm-hmm.
like that is a myth that once a cheater, always a cheater. So I totally agree that people can change. Some people are
Mm-hmm.
habitual cheaters. That's true. That's cheating.
Yeah.
He
Huh?
says it depends
Like,
on the circumstance, circumstance on the ex or reasons. But I've never cheated on my husband. Okay. Yeah.
yes,
Neither
yes.
have I.
People
Yeah.
can be habitual cheaters, just like they be habitual liars,
Yes.
kind of thing. Yeah.
They have mixed and choose unhealthy and just yes, coping right, right. I agree. You guys are giving us some great conversation in here. I'm
Y'all
loving it.
like
I'm loving
this.
it. Yes, I love it. I love it. Yes. Like, yeah, because some people like might have cheated in every relationship that they've been in, right?
Yeah.
And then
Mm.
that one person, and all that'll stop, come to an end or pause or whatever. And it's like,
Mhm.
what changed? Because some people have that mindset, like, wow, they cheated on me, they're just gonna cheat on the next person or something like that. They're gonna always be a cheater or whatever. And then they get to that new relationship and then a totally different person, not even thinking about it, don't even cross any lines. And it's like, huh.
Mhm. Yeah, it'd be like they finally like really in love that time or something.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So it's like knowing the backstory and the context behind why they cheated or felt the need to cheat is really, really important. You know,
Mhm.
and that for me, I can honestly say like because of being like cheated on from exes and relationships and stuff like that, like it's hard. Like when you move into a new relationship, it's like okay, especially with somebody that you know they might have cheated in their relationship. It's like okay, all right, I already been there, done that. Okay,
Mhm.
you've done it before. So
Mhm.
how am I to trust you that I'm not going to be another recipient of that? I already been through that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it makes me really like question and leery and just to find out because like I don't want to. I don't want to go through that again. I don't want to go through that again. Okay,
Mhm.
like for me, it was like really important to figure out, okay, what is it that you felt like you needed or you wasn't getting? Like, why did you feel like
Mhm.
you needed to go there? You know,
Right.
'cause I'm like,
Mhm.
I'm not trying to be another one of them victims. Okay. Yep.
Mhm.
Trying to keep
Yeah.
and be find happiness. Yep, yep. Happiness and security. Yep. And you hear that a lot, especially from men. Like it's even if they cheated on somebody in their past, it's always a reason behind it. It's not
Mhm.
always that moment of lust or something like that. Although that does happen, and in
Mhm.
those cases, I think that's when they might be remorseful. They got caught up in the moment or whatever like
Mhm.
that. And those are times that you cannot let that happen again, especially if your significant other is willing to forgive and move forward in that relationship. But
Yeah.
if you had other reasons to why you felt like you need to step outside of the relationship, that's when I feel like you need to have these real conversations with
Mhm.
the new person in your life, because that for me, I know for me, it creates that sense of uncertainty. Like, okay, are they
Mhm.
going to cheat on me? Are they going to
You
cheat on me?
see, and that's where I start to say, like, cause all right, so I just imagine, like, all right, what I mean, say, I meet a woman or something, and I mean, like, say I'm dating somebody or something, and then she say, like, oh, he cheated on me, he's gonna cheat on you too, or something,
Yeah,
and
right.
I mean, and I might automatically think, like, okay, well, I'm not you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I don't know, what I mean? It's like be like, all right, just because he did those things to you, what I mean, like I'm Janae, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's something, what I mean, and just yeah, and just so I wouldn't think with those, with like insecurities, I'm saying
Mhm.
about who I am, what I mean, because I look at myself as a phenomenal woman. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So, I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I'm already be assuming like that he's gonna come into this relationship different. You know what I'm saying? And that don't mean that this shit ain't gonna happen, you know what I'm saying? Because he still is who he is. You
Right.
know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. 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 Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But but yeah, but I wouldn't be thinking like, okay, well he did that to her, he's gonna do it to me. And so
Exactly.
unless I start
Exactly.
seeing, what I mean, but awareness is everything. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And
Right.
so, it's just, being aware and paying attention and stuff.
Right, right. That's why I said those conversations are important, because if you've had a problem with that in the past and you get with me, it's like, okay, I like you were saying, like, you know what type of woman you are, um, but you really need to dig deeper to figure out, okay, what was the context behind it?
Mm-hmm.
Why did you do it? Okay, because you could be the greatest person in the world, treat them
Mm-hmm.
good or whatever, and it's like, okay, and still get cheated on. You know,
Right.
you know.
Right.
So yeah, but a lot of people making good points, like in the chat. Like one guy said
Yeah.
that, if he didn't feel like he was getting what he needed at home, it drew him outside a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
These are things that you need to like really have that discussion with your partner about. Why did
Right.
it happen? Like what made you step outside? Like these are real conversations that you need to know.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause you could be doing everything, in a relationship,
Mm-hmm.
you feel like you're doing the right things and that you're this phenomenal woman or you're this
Mm-hmm.
phenomenal man, and the other person is still not happy or step
They
out.
just it's like they just who they are, and it don't be really having anything to do with you,
It has
to be
nothing to do with
honest.
you.
Yeah.
Exactly, exactly, exactly. That's why you
Right.
need to know, is this a part of them? Is this just who they are? Or is it a reason behind it? Is it a
Mm-hmm.
reason behind it? Yes. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, she said some treat just for the thrill of it. Being that new relationship is yeah, yeah.
That too.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The thrill of it. Just say, oh, it's something exciting. Let me see if I can get away with it. A lot of people
Mm-hmm.
have different reasons for why they step
And that's
outside
why
of
you
it.
gotta let them people go on and be who they gonna be. And you gotta separate yourself.
Exactly, exactly. Yep, yep. But they
You
said,
know?
but they said that is a mouth. Once a cheater, always a cheater. They said, but you should make sure that your partner has worked on the issues that led to
Mm.
cheating in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
like maybe they got therapy or something.
Part therapy, therapy,
Mm-hmm.
therapy. Yes, 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 yes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that they said you cheaters actually feel guilty after they cheated. They actually feel guilty.
Mm-hmm. You said
So,
do that?
do cheaters feel guilty after cheating?
Mama, the
That's the
cheater
question.
still guilty after cheating? No. She said no.
I'm Ryan.
She was like, no, they be feeling bad about getting caught.
Yep, and that be a lot of it. Like, you just sorry you got caught. You got sorry you got
Right.
caught. But they say 1 in 4 to 5 Americans are estimated to have an affair at some point in their lifetime. It said
Yeah.
among men is 68% feel guilty after having
Mm-hmm.
an affair. 68% of
Mm-hmm.
men feel guilty after having an affair. They say
Really?
even if they haven't confessed to the affair,
Mm-hmm.
they feel guilty about it.
They be
And they
feeling bad.
say
Oh man, I shouldn't have done that.
I've done that. Yup. And they say most cheating husbands feel guilty and express it in their guilt and their behavior. So they might not have
That is
confessed
so
to
funny.
cheating, they might not have got caught, but they express their guilt through the way they behave towards you. All of a sudden, they loving you more. They bringing you
They
flowers.
buying you
They
gifts.
buy you gifts. You know, like, come on, boo, let's go out for this date. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah,
So
so watch out for that. You get a
watch
nice
out
new
for
little
that.
diamond ring.
I'm like, right?
You get
All of
you,
a sudden
you know
they
what I'm
be
saying? When they come in with the flowers.
and you ain't been bringing me flowers every day. Yes, they said downtown that's men's guilt because they might have did something wrong. And they said,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get caught, but I feel so bad about it. I'm just going to shower my partner with all this love and attention to do all this extra
Oh my gosh.
stuff.
That's
That's
wild.
wild. That's wild.
Uh-huh.
And
But look,
but
you know what? And so that just automatically took my mind because I done watched a lot of TV as a child. And
yeah,
so it's like you always see white men bringing the women, what I mean, oh, I got you this tennis bracelet and stuff, what I mean? Be like, all right, what the hell you been doing? What you been doing? You out here feeling sorry for yourself.
something. Yep, you done done something. Yep, yep. Um, they said, what is the first rule of cheating? The first rule is simple: don't get caught.
Don't get caught. Look, mama said it. Nana said it right before you said it. Don't get caught.
Don't get caught.
Yeah.
It says no one wants to play a game with the cheater, right? So
Uh-huh.
no one trusts the cheater. No one trusts the cheater. Right, that part. I do not trust the cheater. Period, boo. Period.
Uh-huh.
Period. Period. All right. So, how are most affairs discovered? How are most affairs discovered?
People going through somebody's phone.
Oh,
Or
through text
no,
messages.
or the other person tell them.
Mm. Yeah, they said most people get caught like this by text messages, through emails, social media, DMs. Those mostly how people get caught.
Mm-hmm.
Right. They
Mm-hmm.
said the technology plays a significant role in revealing affairs. That part, boop, boop, boop. This is
Yeah.
how text messages, emails, social media activity, even location on shared devices can tell somebody been out there doing something they ain't got no business. Child, I tell you, boy, this technology gets you. Somebody
Yes.
phones, yep, or the phone
Yeah.
bill. I
Yeah.
have
Now
all
people be like having checking people location and everything.
that part, girl. That's so
Mhm.
that
That's what I'm
technology
saying.
gets
That's too much work. I ain't trying to do none of that.
child, child. They said, like, when should you walk away from after infidelity? Like, when should you actually walk away?
Immediately.
Let the experts say. It said if your partner is still in contact with the object of their infidelity, okay, that's one reason you should be walking away. That part.
Oh yeah.
Um, your partner doesn't seem to commit to the relationship anymore. That part. They didn't
Yeah.
got in, okay, and they want to still stay in contact with that person. Time to let it go. Um, if they don't commit after something, they not no longer into the relationship after they get caught. Let them go. Or your partner is always lying after they get caught, or your
Yeah.
partner won't take responsibility and instead blames other people. Like, they not take responsibility for what they did, they blaming you for what they did.
Mm.
Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah.
Time to
That's
go. Time to go.
crazy for them to
That's
like
crazy.
blame you for they cheating.
what they did.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
And they said, what is karma of a cheater? They said karma is the concept of those that betray their partner's trust by infidelity, eventually experience some form of negative consequence as a result of their actions.
Yo, so I just gotta say, so like my dad, because my father, he is not married. He has never been married, and he said that he would never get married because he has been with so many married women.
Child.
He was like, I ain't never getting married. He said, I done been with way too many married women to get
Shut
married.
up. Shut up. Child. Child. Yeah, they got that thing. What goes around comes around. And I learned that a long time ago by being cheated on us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you, Dumpster Diving Queen. Thank you for being here. Um, yeah, that what
You
goes
know,
around
people
comes
are
around. It's,
chatting.
it's it's so real. It's so real. Like I've had that happen. Like I ain't had to do nothing, lift a finger. And when I said they got punished by the person that they cheated with,
How about that?
almost lost their life behind.
Wow.
Almost lost their life behind it. That same
Mm-hmm.
person that they cheated with tried to kill them.
Wow. Why that made me think about, remember that movie, Why Did I Get Married? And
Why did I
how
get that?
yeah, yeah. And then so he left Jill Scott
Yes,
character.
yes, yes.
And then that girl, she was end up being a gold digger, just took him for everything he had. And then he
Yep.
was trying to go back to Jill
What
Scott
goes
later
around
on.
comes around. Hello, hello. Thank you for coming in. I see we got a new friend in the chat. Thank you for coming in. Yep, what goes around comes around.
Yeah.
Um, but they said like, how do people like silently deal with their husband cheating? Like, what? Wait a minute. How do you silently dealing with it?
For real. Be like,
Right?
what? I don't even understand that.
I don't even understand that. Yeah, like that's a real
Mhm.
thing.
So
But
I feel like that must be one of those type of relationships where she's dependent on him.
yes,
You know what I mean?
yes.
So she got to keep her mouth shut and know what he doing, but
Okay,
she need that house. She got to take care of the children and stuff like that. But no, we not gonna be good.
not right.
We not
How do
gonna be
you
good.
silently deal with your husband cheating? What? But this is what they say you
Mhm.
should do if your husband's cheating and you want to be silent about it. Try not to take it personal.
Okay.
Okay,
Hmm.
really? Try not
Like
to take it personal.
I'm gonna take it personal and not and that'll just be where he go.
Child.
Yeah.
This it takes time to process your feelings. What? Child,
You
this
said
stuff
what?
takes time to process your feelings. Why he's
Yeah.
cheating? Like why you like don't take it personal and just think about the scope of your relationship processing it.
Wow.
Ryan, focus
Mhm.
on yourself. Like don't think about what he doing. Just focus on you. Why he out there
And go
cheating?
get me a friend. And yes, you see, I said that shit with a straight face. And go get me a friend.
Do things to boost your self esteem.
I
If
should
you feel
like
like
go
he
get me
ain't
a friend.
Ryan.
Shit. Because that's what we're doing.
Oh man, it said go to therapy if you need to go. What?
Oh my gosh.
Ryan, this stuff is
Mm-mm.
what? They said lean on your friends and family, like for support. Like you know they out there
Mm-mm.
cheating. Your friends and family
Right.
gonna help you through it. I'm
What?
crying.
Now we all hate him.
Oh, now we all in this
Now,
together.
right.
And they say if all that fails, finally confront him if you can't ignore it anymore.
Oh my gosh.
Rack it up. I'm gonna rack it up.
For
Yeah.
real.
So they said, like, are you cheating if you flirting? Are you cheating if you're flirting?
Uh, kind of.
Kind of. That's
Yeah.
what we talked about, like the scopes of like
Yes,
flirting,
of
right?
flirting.
Flirting. They said in many cases, flirting is cheating when your
Mm-hmm.
partner doesn't approve of your actions.
Right.
You could go against the relationship with your partner.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause it's
Yes.
like, what are you doing? You out
What
here?
are you
Are
doing?
you flirting?
You
you know what I'm
flirting.
saying, you checking them out, you know what I mean? When they walk away, you like, you
Yes,
like, yo, no, what are you doing?
that part. Yes, like yeah, yeah. You read a little bit too much of what they got on and how their hair look, child. Yep.
Mhm.
They say if you're in a committed romantic relationship, they say you can choose love, but opting out to avoid doing things that you know will hurt your partner.
Right.
So, like you chose to love this person. So if you're flirting with them, flirting with somebody else that you know that's going to hurt your partner, then it's pretty clear that you know that's a form of cheating because you know it ain't right what you're doing. You know, and you know if
Exactly.
your partner's seeing you, they will not approve or be happy, and it
Exactly.
will hurt them. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Mhm.
So that's a good way you know that you're not being really faithful. So, yep, think
Yeah.
about that. If you know it's going to hurt your partner, and like, would you do that in front of your partner?
Right.
Would you do
Hell
it in front of your
no.
okay? That part. All right. Would you do that in front of your partner? But
Mhm.
they said so. What qualifies as cheating? Sexual cheating is when one person has sex or engages in sexual activities with
Mhm.
someone outside of the relationship. Cyber. Is a such thing as cyber infidelity.
Yeah. I
So
could see
like
that.
right. Like people do like them video calls and video chat and they, keep doing all this online interaction. That's
Mhm.
considered cyber infidelity. And they being flirtatious online, interacting with somebody, you DMing them or y'all doing
Mhm.
secret video chatting and stuff. Yeah, that's you still being not unfaithful.
Yeah.
Yeah, whether you actually touch this person, whether you kissed them, held their hand, hugged them, whatever, you're still being unfaithful.
Right.
But what I found interesting, it says, what age is infidelity most common? Like what age?
From the age of a teenager to 29. I'm guessing. I don't know. But you know what I mean? But I don't know. I think older men, you know what I mean, and they probably cheat just as much as young men. And I
So
don't mean to just say men, I mean people.
people, okay, people. So what's interesting, the age that infidelity is more common, they actually took a survey and it
Hmm.
said men between age 50 and 59
What? I was
apt,
way off.
yep, are more apt to be unfaithful. Yeah,
Well, then like a 25-year-old.
yeah. Because most men that age are usually married. And they be the ones that
Oh,
that have if a lot of infidelity going on. Like they
so it's like
chasing
okay.
the younger women, chase you get it? Like
Yeah, yeah,
oh
having a
yeah,
midlife crisis and stuff.
midlife crisis. They're like, oh
Thanks
my
for
God,
that info. Be like,
right?
okay, look, I just put that in my mind. Like,
Yeah, oh,
watch
that
out for
is
them.
watch out for them. That's watch for them.
Mhm.
Then they start to get an eye for the younger woman and stuff like that. The younger women are
Mhm.
more attractive, especially and not let a woman that's younger than them get them a little bit of attention or get a little bit of flirtatious. They fall for a line and sinker. Like, oh
Mhm.
my God, not this young woman paying me some attention.
Oh
What?
my God, they started trying to relive their youthful years.
All of a sudden, it's like, oh, okay, man, I'm getting attention from this young girl. Okay,
Yes. Oh my
I need
gosh.
those- and they end up cheating with the younger girl.
Mhm.
Yep, but they said ages 50 to 59, men usually start having those thoughts about cheating. They said, but as they
Mhm.
get older, it starts to decrease. I guess they realize I ain't got a chance with her.
Don't
And
need to be chasing them
so
30-year-olds.
it's right, exactly. But they said, but for women, their highest infidelity rate is the ages between 40 and 49.
What?
Ah, yeah,
Cheating with is we cheating with younger men? Is that when the
come
cougars
here, yeah,
when the
yeah,
cougars look out?
yeah. 40, 49, it's like, okay, this young dude checking me out. Okay. Yes, yep.
Mhm.
But as they start getting older, then their cheating range just kind of
Dwindles
declines.
down
They're like,
too.
all right, they're like, well, ain't nobody gonna be interested in my old behind.
Oh my gosh.
but they said who commits to infidelity more? And they said more likely it's the men that cheat more than the women.
Mhm.
Yeah. They said and 20% of them are married men.
Mhm.
Married men that usually cheat, and 13% are married women. So it makes you go back to that statement you made about how your dad was cheating with all married women.
I'm telling you, that's what he always said. He was like, "I ain't never getting married." He was like, he said, "'Cause he done been with too many married women."
I'm cracking up.
Like, he don't think women can be faithful or
Really? That's
something.
wild. I've never had that thought to cheat on anybody. This is my whole thought process. If I feel like I need to cheat or step outside of a relationship, I don't need a relationship.
Exactly.
I
I'd
don't need
rather
a
just let
relationship.
you
I'd
go.
rather just let you go. I am not about to cheat. Okay? If I
Mhm.
so I feel like I need to move on or be with somebody else, then our relationship is done. I'd rather
Mhm.
just relationship and go on by my business, go on by my life. Okay?
Mhm.
Right? No,
Yeah. But that's
exactly.
what, remember, like you said though, what I mean, people be staying in relationships for different reasons. What I mean, you got them convenience relationships, and stuff,
Mm,
what I mean. So people will be with folks that they don't even really love or care about, what I'm
exactly.
saying, but they'll like stay in a relationship.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy. It's like I'm not giving nobody that satisfaction. Be like, it's
Mhm.
not worth cheating on you and being with you. I ain't got to cheat on you. I just leave you. I'm gonna cheat on you.
Mhm.
You ain't that great or special that I gotta cheat on you and still stay with you. No, it ain't that type of
Right.
person.
Mhm.
To me. That's pretty much an ego booster. Like, okay, you got something that I need. I don't want to leave you. It's the reason I'm staying around, but I still want to step out on you. What? What?
Right.
Right? No, no.
Mhm.
But they said, but
Mhm.
where? This is my $1 million question. This is so true. I'm
Uh-huh.
about to put you in a second. Where do most affairs start?
Where do
Where
most affairs
do
start?
most affairs start? Where do you think?
Mm,
Where do you think the
I
most
don't know.
affairs start?
I don't like the brother said earlier in the thoughts,
Mm.
but I don't know. But what they saying, what they talking about?
Surprisingly,
Mhm.
full-blown affairs almost never start at a bar or a club. Like where you think that people like meeting people
Oh,
in the
like
club.
literally where?
Instead, they usually begin in more wholesome environments, like the workplace.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Affairs usually start from people you work with.
Because
Child,
you're around them, you're seeing them every day.
child.
Mhm.
Hunty. We
Yeah.
just talked about like having an ex, got a reverse emotional relationship with a woman he worked with. Having
Wow.
an ex-husband that got a relationship with a woman he worked with, had a whole baby with her.
Mhm.
Hey, child,
Yeah. Yeah.
that
What
is
I mean,
not true,
or like the
girl.
boss sleeping with the secretary and stuff.
Child. It's a lot of the times it starts at work. Hunty.
Mhm.
The workplace where most so for me, being in a relationship, having a husband, whatever, it's like, if I'm noticing that you and this female coworker is having all this extra correspondence, y'all talking
Mhm.
all the time, and what the hell is going on? It ain't that much conversation happening after work. Okay,
Right.
then it
Mhm.
feels from just work to after work at that point. Because all of a sudden y'all done
Mhm.
got this emotional connection at work. Then now y'all feel like y'all need to take it outside of work. Oh hell no.
Mhm.
Hell no. But that's where most of them start, child. Start at work. Start
Mhm.
at work. Okay? Child.
Mm-mm.
That's my spidey systems always go up. When
Yes.
I'm noticing that my man is talking to this same woman from work all the time outside of work and they ain't got nothing to do with work stuff. Oh, hunty. Hunty.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh yeah, something going on. Something going on. But yeah. So that I'm like, there's a lot of truth to that. A lot of truth to that.
I
And
agree. I agree. Because like you said, because it's like, um, I remember, like this guy a long time ago. When I used to work with the school district, and this
mm-hmm.
dude, he used to come and he used to be flirting with me all the time and stuff, And I used to be like, like, don't you got a woman at home and stuff? And I remember one day he was like, oh, but you're my work wife. What?
What see,
He was
see?
like, "Oh, I mean, you my work wife." He was like, like I made work fun or something like that for him. I mean, to be able to like come, he'd be like, to be able to come here and flirt with you all day. I was like,
Child.
dude, like you just wrong for that, like,
Wrong, wrong.
yeah,
It's so many levels. Yup. It's
yeah.
like,
I
okay,
just used
work.
to. I mean, well, so it was like I knew, like he had got married like during the course of the time that we was working together.
Okay.
But even like, so when they was just seeing each other and stuff, well, when he was, I mean, he was living with her before that,
Mm-hmm.
before they got married and stuff. But I used to be thinking like, man, like I felt kind of sorry for, for her,
See?
what I mean? And I wasn't flirting back or anything
Yeah.
like that, what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it was just like, if she knew how he was being, I was like, I
Right.
know she wouldn't approve of anything
He
like
was
that.
okay.
And I
That's
made sure, because like I ain't never want her coming up to the school looking for me or nothing like
okay.
that. So, you know what I'm saying? I was always trying to keep my distance.
Okay. But
You know
but
what I
then,
mean?
but this is when I noticed that women get foul. Women get foul. Like if they
Mhm.
workplace and they know like a man is married and they
Mhm.
engaging in it, and you're engaging in
That
it,
part.
okay, I know they're
Mhm.
married, but I'm gonna still keep texting them. I'm gonna still call them. I'm gonna still be talking to them. I'm gonna
Mhm.
be texting them outside of work time. I'm gonna
Mhm.
still be talking to them on the phone outside of work time. I was like, sis, now you're
Flirting
being
at work.
disrespectful,
Mhm.
right? Now you're being disrespectful because you already know
Mhm.
that he's married or he in a
Right.
relationship, and you still engaged in these conversations with him. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like for me, as a woman, I'm not doing that to another woman. I'm not doing that to another woman.
Right.
Like I have to know that the relationship is done, 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 done before I
Mhm.
even engage in any kind of activity with this guy.
Right.
I need to know that it is done. Okay?
Mhm.
But you got a lot of women that know good and well, but they still engage in their conversation, knowing they're going home to their wife and all this stuff. But they got
Mhm.
all the conversation with them. Child, I said, women be foul, women be foul.
Yeah,
They
the
be,
men be foul.
they be
I think that
foul.
some people might even look at that as like innocent or something, you know what I mean? Because they figure like, oh, it's just that word, you know what I mean? It ain't, nothing happening or, stuff like that or whatever. Um, because I feel like he really saw it as like an innocent kind of thing or
Mm.
something, you know what I mean? But he did. He's just like, every day, every
But did
day
he
it was
talk?
like he had something to say to me.
Did he talk to you outside of work?
No, no, I wouldn't give
Okay.
him a number.
Okay, okay. But I'm saying, like, it really gets tricky, like when all that workplace flirting and conversation carries outside of work. That it really gets
Right,
tricky. It
right.
really gets
Yeah,
tricky.
that's things going to another level.
Things are going to another level because now both of y'all feeling comfortable to keep carrying these conversations outside of work. Okay.
Mhm.
Now you really crossing lines. You really crossing lines. Because I know in this society, like men and women work together all the time, and you have to have some kind of level of cordiality with this person or working relationship with this person. Okay, that's work. That's work. But
Mhm.
you outside and y'all still texting and calling outside of work that ain't got nothing to do with work. That's the problem.
Right.
Problem. It is that
Right.
checking in how you feeling today or oh I did this last night. Let me send you a picture. What?
Yeah. Like
What?
you said, it's like, yeah, I mean, like, just me just knowing, that he was digging me, it was like, no, like, we can't even be friends. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, I mean, we can be work friends and,
Work friends.
like, that's it. We
Right.
co-workers and just keep
Co-workers.
it
That's
there.
it.
Mhm.
Co-workers. This is how things escalate and evolve. This is how things escalate and evolve. But like I said, usually start within the workplace. And depending
Mhm.
on who shuts it down or who tries to make it further than outside of work, this is how things go left. This is how things go left,
Mhm.
right? But they said like um, some percentages of marriages actually survive infidelity. Some percentages actually survive it. So they said like when it comes to infidelity, like 54, almost 55% of marriages actually broke up after the affair. That would be me. I would be
Mhm.
one among that 55%. Like after they found out
Yeah.
about it. And it said 30% actually like try sticking it together with their spouse, right?
Mhm.
They wind up getting divorced after the cheating happens,
Yeah.
right? But I said out of everybody, all the marriages, only like 50%, 15% people actually survive it after they
Mhm.
found out their spouse, their significant other cheated on them. I can agree with that because I'll be the one like, all right, it's time to go.
Word up,
Like
me too.
our marriage is done. Our marriage is done. Yep.
Mhm.
But they said like, what does cheating do to a woman? What does cheating actually do to a woman when they find out about it?
What it do?
It said the emotional impact of cheating can be devastating and cause a lot of damage to the person that was
Mhm.
cheated on. Agree.
Yeah, I think, yeah, to male, man or woman. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Because, they say, men, they could take it really hard too. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Especially when they think, when you feel like you're in a relationship and you're doing everything you can, you being the best person you can be and
yep,
stuff, you know what I'm saying?
yep.
And then somebody like, yeah, do something like that to you. It is devastating,
It
you
is.
know.
It
It's
is.
devastating. Yep. Yep. And that's why, when you was like, sometimes you had to go to therapy and, what I mean, or, just some different things and stuff like to kind of pick yourself back up again. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because it can make you feel really down and out and
And
stuff.
it
You know what
can.
I'm
It
saying?
can.
And sometimes you be blaming yourself, all kind of things and stuff, So it's like, to have to go through a lot to try to remember like that, no, like that you are great. It's not your fault and stuff, you
Yes.
know what I mean?
Good evening.
That's why I was like how, it's wild, like when you was talking about them people that make you feel like it's your fault that they
Your
cheated.
fault.
That's some
But they
wild
keep
stuff.
your fault. Yup. Yup. And they say like that your partner, you know, that has been cheated on can feel betrayed at that part, angry, hurt, confused about it, right?
Mhm.
And they will likely feel like they can no longer trust you.
Yeah, of course.
That part.
Mhm.
That part, all of that, all of that.
Yeah.
It be the betrayal for me. I'm like, you literally betrayed my trust. Like I trusted you.
Exactly.
That betrayal for me hits like
Right.
a knife. Like I feel so betrayed by you. Like, the anger stuff and the hurt is natural. You're confused about it. Like, but I
Mhm.
feel like real betrayed and confused about the whole thing, child. But
Yeah.
to close out
But
our topic today, it says they have 4 tips that help you get over being cheated on.
okay.
Okay. They said one, process your emotions. Process your emotions after discovering that you've been cheated on can be overwhelming and a challenging task, but just
Mhm.
process them.
Yeah.
Process your, okay? It says seek support. So
Mhm.
if you've been cheated on, because sometimes you gotta go to therapy, like, I don't understand. Like, how can I get past this, right? Seek support.
Mhm.
It said make time for self-care. This is the time you really want to dive into yourself. Do what you need to do for
Right.
you. Whatever. Make time for self-care and being kind to yourself. Accepting that it may not be your fault. A lot of
Mhm.
times it's not your fault that somebody cheated on you. People have their own reasons for why they cheat, why they're practicing infidelity or something. And a lot of times it don't have nothing to do with you.
Right.
And and I feel like that's when people really need to be honest. If they feel like they need to go that route, they really need to be honest with their partner for their
Mhm.
why. So why your partner deserves to know that. They
Hmm.
deserve to know that the why behind it. Okay, it don't mean it's going to change anything next year. Don't mean y'all gonna still stay together, but at least give them that closure as to why you actually did it.
Mhm.
And I felt like for me in the past when I've got like cheated on or somebody implied it, they might not even actually cheat. I might not have caught them, but they were like giving a woman too much attention. You know,
Mhm.
and I never like really got closure to why. Why would you
Mhm.
give like you need to give her attention? Why you feel like you need to be calling her? Why you feel like you need to be texting her? Why was you trying to
Mhm.
make it? I feel like I never really got closure on it. However,
Mm.
and even if I asked that question, it was like, I don't know, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. You know what you mean? You know.
Mm. Mhm.
It's nothing big. It's like, you know, you don't know. You know why. You know
Mhm.
why. Okay.
Mhm.
You saying you don't know is not a good answer. Not a good
Mhm.
answer. A good answer. But yeah,
Yeah.
but those are ways to like get over it, get through it. I agree. Like, and that's when I pour more into myself. Leave you
Mhm.
alone. Pour more into myself. Okay, pour more
Mhm.
into myself. Yeah, but yeah, this topic of cheating infidelity, boy. When I say it hits home, it hits home. It hits home. It definitely
Mhm.
hits home. But I can honestly say that I ain't stayed with nobody that I felt was being cheated or any
Mhm.
infidelity. Like I had to move on, keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving.
Exactly. I think the best thing you can do for yourself in a situation like that is just go and like upgrade. You know what I'm saying? Like just yourself, you know what I mean? Go and, like you said, like really work on yourself, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I start studying things, you know what I mean? Get into the gym or, just like, you know what I mean? And just really focus on yourself, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and
Mm-hmm.
not even let yourself be like down about it and stuff. You know what I mean? Like I said, remembering that it's not your fault. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Yep. Yep.
um,
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And just go
Yep.
and work on your own personal self development.
On personal self development. Yep. And
Mhm.
that was always a lot of mine. I was like, it's not my fault. It's nothing that I could have did. If they were having a problem, I felt like our relationship warranted a conversation. You know,
Mhm.
I felt like we should have had that conversation if it was something that you felt like you were lacking or you needed outside of us. This is
Mhm.
when that that commitment comes in. Like you have a commitment with this person, right? This is
Mhm.
when you have this conversation instead of being sneaky and going outside the relationship. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah, so that's why for me it's unforgivable because this for to have a partnership and a commitment is like conversations need to happen before things
Right.
go well. You know. So
Mhm.
yeah, but that was our topic today, child.
Yeah.
Cheating versus infidelity. Is there a difference? Not really. Not really. It's just the informal and the formal term of it, okay?
Yeah.
It's used more in like marriages, okay? Like that's grounds for divorce.
Mhm.
Okay, you can get a lot of trouble for it. And cheating, people be cheating in relationships all the time. They be cheating all the time. Okay, and then you gotta be married or engaged or something. You just have a commitment or whatever to somebody and still cheat. So yeah,
Mhm.
that's the difference is that they're the same but used in different contexts. Okay, but
Mhm.
yeah, this has been a lightning and engaging conversation for me.
Yes, I
Definitely.
enjoy all the people that came in and commented.
Yes, 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 yes. Yes,
Mhm.
we really appreciate your engagement. We really appreciate your engagement. People join us from all parts of the world. We do this on Sundays. This is our Sister Talk Sundays. I'm TB. That's my sister Janae Goddess Life. Her channel is Artistic Healing Expressions. That is her channel name on all platforms as well as mine. But she is into the healing, honey. If you
Yeah.
have these ailments or you into the healing energy, that is the right person to talk to. She will get you right. I am a living witness. I am a living witness, and she will get you right. Yes, all about that healing, love, and energy. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. So check out my sister at Autistic Healing Expressions. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we do this on Sundays, 3 o'clock Eastern Time. And we
Mhm.
are so grateful that you joined us on this chat today. You could have been anywhere on these YouTube streets.
Yeah.
Our love. I appreciate you. We
Yeah.
appreciate you for being
You
here
too.
with us today. You guys
Yeah.
had a lot of great input, and it definitely kept us rolling. And the engagement was amazing. Was
Yeah.
amazing. Was amazing. Was amazing. Yeah. So that has been the end of our topic for today. And
Mhm.
if you have not done anything for yourself, please do. Please do. And
Yes.
I want you to have an amazing rest of your day. And
Mhm.
most importantly, have an amazing, amazing week.
Amazing week. Mwah, mwah, mwah,
Amazing
mwah,
week.
mwah, mwah, mwah.
And look forward to chatting with you on the next Sister Talk Sunday. Until
Yes.
then, everybody take care. Appreciate you. All love. All right. Until the
All
next time.
right.
Take
Yeah.
care, everybody.
Bye.